There is more than one way to integrate art into your teaching. Do you know what those are? Hello friends, and welcome to the Teacher's Lounge, a segment on the channel where I'm going to share information that is most relevant to teachers and educators. Any adults invested in children might benefit from this series on the channel, but for the most part, the content is going to be about things that happen in the classroom in schools. And today we're going to talk about art integration. So the building blocks of any lesson plans, the standards. So we'll start at the very beginning. A very good place to start. Sound of Music reference aside, I think where a lot of teachers struggle when it comes to integrating the arts is the simple thought of, well, I can't draw, so how can I teach through the arts? So we'll let you in on a little secret. Anyone with a brain can integrate through the arts. Did you know that? Isn't that awesome? Regardless of your experience, you can still integrate through the arts. If you have no experience at all, or if you have experience in every art form you can possibly think of, really doesn't matter. I can't draw to save my life, for the record. And if I follow a tutorial, I might be able to draw something that kind of looks like what the tutorial is asking me to draw, but I've definitely seen drawings from my preschoolers that are better than some of the drawings that I can make. So that being said, you definitely don't have to have experience to be able to teach through the arts. Okay, Ms. Haley, so what skills do I need to have? Really, the only skills you need to have are 1, creative problem solving, and 2, the desire to learn. And by learn, I mean actually learning, not perfecting, not making it absolutely the best that you can make. It's just learning the basic skills and being interested in figuring out how to use those skills. But to integrate the arts, you really don't even need to pull your paint set out of the attic if you're not feeling up to it, because there's so much more to learning through the arts than painting a picture. So let's talk about that. So first, let's talk about what the arts are when we talk about art integration. According to the National Coalition for the Core Arts Standards, or NCCAS, there are 5 domains of art: theater, visual arts, dance, media arts, and music. Now, those 5 domains can cover a massive range of artistic mediums. Theater might include acting, pantomime, puppetry, set construction, monologue, storytelling, poetry and spoken word, or voice impressions, and projection. Visual arts definitely includes painting and drawing, but it also includes pottery, photography, collage, construction, or architecture, textile arts such as sewing, and you might even argue culinary arts. Dance can be any number of creative movement activities, not limited to just ballet, hip-hop, and tap, and the ballroom dances like the waltz, but can also include things like interpretive movement, jazz, modern, acro and silks, some sports like artistic or rhythmic gymnastics, figure skating, and Zumba, or even sign language. Media arts include all of those projects created on the computer, like video production, audio production, graphic arts, Foley art, and animation. And finally, music includes solo singing, choral singing, orchestral instruments, band instruments, and every genre under the sun. All of that being said, all of them can overlap with other artistic disciplines, and I'm still probably forgetting things because there's so many possibilities. Overwhelmed yet? But guess what? Now that you have that massive list of possible disciplines, you break those domains down even further into artistic processes. The artistic processes include not just making art, but also consuming art. Integrating the arts by having students make art themselves includes the processes of creating and performing, presenting, and producing. If you're not feeling so creative today, you can also have students observe, view, or essentially consume art through the processes of responding and connecting. Think learning the masters here. Watch a few numbers from Swan Lake, listen to Fur Elise, view Girl with a Pearl Earring, read clips from A Streetcar Named Desire. All of these can be brought beyond just passive observation to critical thinking. So already this gives you a ton of options, and I would definitely recommend taking a look at the document from the NCCAS if this is something you're serious about. If you check out their website, which I've included in the description down below, you'll find that you can even customize your downloadable handbook by selecting the domains and processes that are most relevant to your teaching, as well as the grade levels you teach. This is why my personal handbook contains every domain and every process, but only grades pre-kindergarten and kindergarten, because those are the ages I primarily teach. Now, maybe you want to start slower, and jumping into the NCCAS standards is a bit too big of a leap for you right now. Your individual state should have its own list of art standards you can access too. For example, I'll start by looking at my state's early learning standards. So if I go to the website for Florida Early Learning, and I'll leave that link in the description down below for any Florida friends, I can scroll down to where the domains are listed. And you can see that creative expression through the arts has its own domain, domain 8. So I'll click on it, leave all the ages selected, so this will include birth through kindergarten, and then scroll down past the domain introduction. Now you can see there are 5 components: sensory art, music, creative movement, imaginative play, and appreciation for the arts. And then if you click on each component, it'll give you the standards. And just for a moment, I'll go ahead and remove most of the ages from the selection, so all you can see are the pre-kindergarten standards, and you can see there aren't too many. It's a manageable number. Now if I go to the state standards website for Florida, I can do pretty much the same thing under the standards tab of CPALMS by adding filters. I'll start by picking out the domains first. So I'm clicking on dance, music, theater, visual art, and hey, why not? I'll select physical education too, because it tends to be underrepresented in schools just as the arts are. Then I'll go over to grades and choose kindergarten, first, second, and third, because those are the grades I'm certified to teach. But of course, you should choose whichever you are qualified for. And then finally, just so you can see, I'm not going to click on any of these, but it shows you which domains are available in your selections thus far. So for all 5 subjects I've chosen, the domains include cognitive abilities, critical thinking and reflection, historical and global connections, innovation, technology in the future, lifetime fitness, movement competency, organizational structure, responsible behaviors and values, and skills, techniques, and processes. And from the way they are organized, I can pretty much pinpoint which are the PE domains as well. So with the parameters I've specified, there are 579 items, and just like with the other sites, I can export my personalized list to Word or Excel. Now, according to the NCCAS, 27 states have adopted revised art standards in at least one discipline, and if I counted correctly, 35 states have revised standards in all disciplines as of the making of this video. To make things super simple, I've put the link to the National Endowment for the Arts website as the first link in the description down below, because this particular webpage has links for the NCCAS standards, each state's standards, and the literature standards from the National Council of Teachers of English. So this was really just a crash course in the standards for the arts. Take a look at these resources. You can find them all in the description down below, and hopefully they will help give you some ideas of where to start in your aim of integrating the arts. And if you still have things you'd like to know, or ideas or questions, drop them in the comments down below and I'll try to answer them there or make a new video to address your feedback. Like this video, give it a thumbs up, tap the beautiful subscribe button and the cute little bell icon to turn on notifications, and give this video a share to all of your teacher friends. Help me build the channel so we can grow as a learning and teaching community. And remember, your heart and your brain are the soul of teaching and learning. See you next time in the Teacher's Lounge. Bye, friends.